fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Welcome to our latest Dining in Doodles. As always, this is I am here to do our latest request, which is to do a request of 3 of the girls from Street Fighter, 2 of which I do know, one of which I have not played in that version of Street Fighter, which is Street Fighter 5. But we are drawing out the following characters, Jinyu? I'm trying to get her name right, from Street Fighter 5. Sakura, who's been around for quite a while now, and Kirin, who has also kind of been around for a while, but not as long as Sakura. We've been asked to draw each of these characters, and we can actually see sort of parts of the request. They send in images of basically outfits they want the person wearing. So we have outfit here with... We're not going to get the Hello Kitty on the watch. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go that detailed in a 2-hour stream, especially with 3 characters. And then we're dressing her up in this uniform. I don't understand why we got 2 unique uniforms and then a copy of another character. But oh well. I mean, that's what we're doing today. That is what was requested. Right now, we are not taking any new requests in because we're trying to get life straight. So those that are wondering, hey, can I get a request in? At the moment, we're on hold for any new requests while we figure some things out life-wise. Once we get things straight, we will then take on new requests. We do have a little bit of a sort of collection of requests already to get through. I know I've got at least 5 right now, so we're going to make it through September into October with the amount of requests that we have. Hopefully by then we'll know a little bit better what we're doing with things, but right now we don't. And part of that is why we did not do a stream last night. I know I stated Thursday I was going to try and do Friday's stream of Spider-Man. I was not feeling well enough to do it. I had not been sleeping most of this week, partially because of medications, partially because of the stress I'm under right now. So I've not been sleeping well, so last night we spent the night trying to recoup that. And, well, we made up for it. I slept probably 12 hours, at least. It was one of those where it's like, I really don't want to wake up because then I gotta face reality moments, you know? But, you know, each week we have some interesting things. It's touch and go with each week on things. We also have, like I said, last stream we were going to be doing the bet that came out today. A lot of people have been requesting, hey, when's the quote-unquote finale occurring? What's gonna happen in the final bit with the bet? I will say I kind of took it by ear of what the requester was doing. I don't know if that's going to be the final bit, but for now, that is the finale of the bet. Not a happy ending. A lot of people have been asking for, oh, is there going to be a happy ending? Not a happy ending right now. So that's answering a few people's questions that a lot of people have been asking about. Those who don't know what the bet is, it is a Patreon requested comic that we have. Any Patreon sponsor on Demon Blade or Patreon / Demon Blade, you are able to put in a request. Selfer, hi, how's it going? So yeah, anybody who does that, you can put in a request for comics and whatnot. And some people tell me exactly what they want. And the bet, that's sort of where we've ended right now on the bet. So, the events that have occurred, having a very evil Renamon character, because the bet is a Digimon comic. Renamon basically trapping the main members of Digimon Tamers as Digimon, and that was what was requested, and that's sort of how they ended it. So I have not gotten any more updates from them on if they want to change things from there. We'll do it if they request it, but for now, that's how it ends. As for streams, we will not be doing a stream tomorrow night. I'm going to be kind of doing some work on the side for some other things that are going to be coming out down the line tomorrow on top of the Patreon work. And then Monday, of course, we don't do streams on Mondays normally. We may do, we are going to come back and do Stardew on Tuesday, which is our usual. I'm still waiting on the game that Cheesy Guru gave us, Lialital, to come in. I've not seen it come in on Steam, but then I could be wrong, and Steam just hasn't gotten it to me, or I haven't checked in a while. But we'll have that also on the docket for next week. Going okay. Slow Saturday. R&R officially started around 8. Yeah. We just started around this time. I've been doing some art today. Mostly it's been this and working on Demon Blade, because I am a little bit disappointed that I've not been getting far enough on Demon Blade for the last few days, weeks. So we are working on it. I unfortunately only was able to get 1 page out. I was hoping to get 2 this week, but because of health and because of other things, we've just not been able to. Yeah, I'm going to keep Sakura's bandana or ribbon that is from... I think the ribbon's supposed to be from Ryu. I think Ryu gave her the ribbon, and I believe that's been the story all the way through, unless the ribbon has changed since then. Record Ragnarok, Oh. Okay. Cool. It started at 8. Cool. I've not gotten into it. Like I said, I have been watching some of the anime I'm going to be doing reviews on with the Dining and Dude, or not, the Lesser Look that we're going to start not this week, or coming week, but the week after. We're going to start with a retrospective on a longer running series that doesn't get much respect, which is going to be Golden Convoy. We're going to be giving a retrospect at that. It's going to be a live stream, short live stream where we go over Golden Convoy, the elements of it. So I've kind of been rewatching the first season while I've been working on things, on top of watching YouTube videos and whatnot. And then, of course, we're also going to do a few other series. There is one series that is gonna be... I wouldn't have known about it if it weren't for somebody else's video that pointed it out to me. I'm watching the full series in full. It's a short series, so I mean it's one of the series that is... The episodes only last about 5 to 8 minutes. But it is a really weird one, and it came out not too long ago. And I want to do it because it's so weird and so strange. Of other series that we're going to touch upon with Dining, or with a lesser look, once we hit the 3-week mark, which would be after the beginning of October, we'll hit series that are current. But for the first few weeks, the last 2 weeks of September and the first 3 weeks of October, we're going to be touching upon other series. So if there's a series you want us to look at that you feel doesn't get enough respect, that people haven't really given a look to, then yeah, give us a shout out. Let us know what anime series you think needs to get more respect. Amber Fleetwood, just saw you're on. Wanted to wish you a good stream. I hope it brightens your day. Thank you, Amber. Annabelle Fleetwood. Annabelle Fleetwood. Thank you. Got my mic in way of the chat today for some reason. Yeah, we're just going to be doing some art today. You can call me Amber. It's okay. Alright. Well, I'm going to call you Annabelle because that's your appropriate name. I'm going to try and get people's names right. And it's bad enough I trip on foreign names, let alone something as simple as Annabelle. Here I call myself a southern lady. Hey. Can't get Annabelle right. But hey, no dish, no problem. Alright. So, the request here, like I was kind of getting on, they just wanted these 3 characters drawn in certain outfits. So, they're getting these 3 characters drawn in outfits. I normally, if I was going to put a lot of effort into the background, I'd be like, let's limit it, because they are Street Fighter characters, but hey, we're gonna do what we can, and we'll still do something with the background. Damien Angry Birds, hey, how's it going? Just checking in some of the ones I follow. Cool, no problem. Thank you for the follow. What's the schedule for D&D since the requests are closed? I will be releasing a bit of a schedule later, but it currently we're still doing Saturdays, but it's going to be up to about mid-October is currently filled with requests. And I'm not going to be taking any new requests until I know my living situation. So that's the main thing. There will be no October, sort of Inktober. We're not going to do anything like that this year. I have had to tell somebody about that before. I know I've mentioned it before on stream, but I want to make sure I get it through to people Yeah, we don't have the means to focus on art as much as I'd like to right now, because my living situation is the main thing. I need to make sure I have a shelter, and I have food. Those are the two main things I gotta work on first. And so, it sucks, but art has to go to the side while that happens, while I work on those. Streaming's a little easier than doing the art, sadly to say. I do have at least one commission to complete, and I will still be doing Patreons as much as I can, but D&D are going to be closed. So, I know a little lesser-known series that have completely animated and finished back the former distributing company. Went under, and the mangaka went hiatus. Gangsta. Okay. Is there a way I can see it on streaming? Because that's the key. We do need to be able to... I mean, part of the show is we want to make sure we lead people to streaming, but I also need to be able to see it, to watch it. Which is the key. I think it's a full heal. Let me go back up and look at what they requested. Yeah, it's a full heal. Okay. Technically, it's pointy toe, so we can make it... I always hate drawing pointy toe. I always hate wearing pointy toe. Pointy toe heels. Whoever designed them can suck a brick. I mean, honestly. They are the most annoying things to wear. They are incredibly uncomfortable. They squish the toes. It's how a lot of women end up with deformed toes, is because of squished, pointy toe shoes. So if people ever wonder why women have some sort of crushed-in feet, it is pointy-toed shoes. Pointy-toed heels, to be precise. Heels look lovely on people with long legs like me, but pointy-toed heels hurt like hell, especially after about an hour in them. They hurt. I know it was on Crunchyroll at one point. I don't know if they held on to it, as it has no future. I will look, let's see here. Since I'm on the stream, and I do have a Crunchyroll account, and I have a Crunchyroll account simply so I can do lesser look, as well as our Anime Mayhem reviews. Even though this month's is going to be on HBO Max. For the Anime Mayhem review. Let's see. Gangsta. I want to make sure I'm spelling it the way you are. No, I am not. Okay, that's probably why. Gangster. I mean... No, the closest thing I see is an episode of Bruno's Stray Dogs that comes up with Gangster, which is oddly enough. I mean, it is Gangster, but yeah, it doesn't look like it's on there anymore. It's just called Gangsta. I'll have to look and see. I am not familiar with that series. I will admit that. I don't like the way that heal works. The heal needs to work a little bit differently. There's a reason why people don't draw heals that much, unless they're really good at feet. I probably need more practice with heals on drawing, not in wearing. Gangsta, be sure to include the period. Alright, well, let's look on it. Let's look it up straight up on just Google searching. Gangsta, period. Alright, that's my anime list, Gangsta. Alright, I see. It's on Funimation, so I don't know why it's not on Crunchyroll. So, Funimation's been weird with this Crunchyroll change. They really have. And I kind of referred or noted this on our Anime Mayhem, or Animazing podcast. The problem with Funimation right now is a lot of what's on Funimation is they direct you to go to Crunchyroll for the streaming, but they'll put about a quarter of the stuff on streaming that they had on Funimation over there, and then they'll be like, oh, well, you know, you need to get another subscription to Funimation, even though we're not taking any new subscriptions to Funimation to see the older stuff. Oh, we may release it eventually if we get streaming rights again. That's sort of the thing. Slayers was one of the things that kind of got me. Because we did a review of Slayers 2 months ago. And Slayers was on Funimation. And for a while, I thought it was also on Crunchyroll. But it wasn't on Crunchyroll. And I was like, what the hell? I'm like, I know I have my own VHS copy of the series. But did they really not bring it over to Crunchyroll? Apparently they didn't. That was one of the series that they did not bring over. And it was like, you know, this is quote-unquote a classic. But apparently because it's on Hulu, they weren't going to bring it over on to Crunchyroll. Because they didn't want to, you know, counteract where it's at. So it was on Hulu at the time. Hulu is the one service I'm like, I don't want to pay for because... one, it's Disney being Disney, and two, I don't like the idea of paying $15 and still getting ads for a subscription base. I know another one that is on Crunchyroll, Michigo and Hachian. Actually, I have watched that series, and I probably will. That's not a bad one to do a review, although I think a lot of people do know of that one. But, yeah. So I want to make sure, from the creators of Cowboy Bebop and Shampoo Never Remembered. Let me make sure here. Let me make sure I'm thinking of the same one. Michiko and Hachin. Okay. No, okay, I haven't watched this one in a while. So, that will be interesting to do. Okay. We might add that one then. Does it take place on Mars? No. Okay. Maybe. The reason I ask is because they have a thing when they did, Cowboy Bebop technically has a sequel, and it's on Netflix. It's Carol and Tuesday. If you didn't know, that's a sequel to Cowboy Bebop, but it doesn't follow anything to do with Cowboy Bebop. They still take place in the same universe. So that's why I had to ask. Is like, okay, if it's from the creators of Cowboy Bebop and Shampoo, did they connect it to the universe? No, they did not. Okay. You have to ask whenever they do a sci-fi, the question if they're trying to connect it with the Cowboy Bebop universe. Now, I don't know if they wanted me to draw the gloves. I'm kind of not in... I kind of got her in a pose where you're not going to really see the gloves, but we're going to give him a little bit of a nod here. Okay. So yeah, I'll add it to the list. That's a good one to add to the list. Because yeah, I want to cover series that have not gotten much light in the first few episodes that we'll talk about. And I am going to kind of announce which titles we are, so when people join in, we can be like, hey, we're talking about this series. And that's why I'm kind of like, okay, in 2 weeks we're going to be talking about Golden Kamuy. Partially because the series is getting its fourth season. It didn't know if it was going to get its fourth season. And not too many people have really know what that series is about. And it's kind of a shame because it's a really, really well done series. And we'll go into it in more detail, but I mean, it's a lot of adventure, blood. I mean, it's a very bloody series. It gives a little bit of Full Metal Alchemist vibes, but like bloodier. Different universe, not a sci-fi. It was references to the two, no direct connection to the other. That made by the same people. Okay. But Golden Kamuy is kind of a unique one in its own, because it has a little bit of that adventure that you get with, like, Full Metal Alchemist, with a little bit of One Piece, with them trying to go out and seek something great in the world, which is a hidden treasure. And at the same time, you also get a little bit of Food Wars in it. But you get Food Wars if it was based on eating foods in the wild. So the only way I could describe it is it's Bear Grylls meets One Piece. And takes place in a point in Japan's history that I don't think I've ever seen another anime really cover, which is in between World War I and the end of the Meiji era. So it's in Japan's Reconstruction era, but they have the Prussian War, or the, not Prussian War, the Russian War with, it was the Sino-Russian War involved, because it takes place right around that time where Russia and Japan were fighting over Hokkaido, basically. And Russia was still Russia was an empire unto itself at the time. It didn't become USSR yet. The Tsars were still alive, and all that. So It's a weird-ass freaking necklace thing that I gotta put on her. Sounds kind of like the one in the series that crossed with One Piece and DBZ called Toriko. Toriko, yes. Toriko is a unique one as well. Toriko is all about, going around finding food, but it was more of a fictional One Piece-esque world. And having recipes and solving, like, the ultimate recipe or something like that. But this is like, we kill a bear, we eat the meat of the bear. So I can understand why some people probably be turned off about this series. Because they do talk about hunting and survival in the traditional sense. But at the same time, it gives you a unique look on survival food, and how an entire race of people, the Ainu, have lived. And those who know Demon Blade, you know that the Ainu, in my series, the Ainu play a role. The Ainu are basically Japan's Native Americans, a form of Native Americans. They got traded with the shaft from Japan for years, for centuries, and are just now coming to promise. So, of where they're actually sort of getting treated decently, and I have to be like up in the air on the decently moment. But they're the native Japanese, whereas Japanese people are more from China and Korea if you go farther back in the history. So the native Japanese are Ainu. Now there's debate on that with historical records, but it's pretty much Japan will try and denote anything that was Ainu for years as Japanese. For more slice of life with fantastic elements, one of the good friends, Kuroko Connect. We did do Kuroko Connect, I think. On Animazement. I think we did do Kuroko Connect. Or Animayhem, excuse me. Animayhem is what we do it. I always forget the name of it. Septum Sense anime series that we do every week, or every month. Let me see. Kuroko. Google it here. Kuroko. Okay, that's what I'm messing up. No. Kuroko Connect. Okay. Oh no, we have not covered it, but I have watched it. Yeah, it is a slice of life with body switching. As I recall, I've not finished that series, so that may be a series to look into, as well. I know there's gonna be. I mean, we've gone through the list last week of what we're looking at, mostly for the new season when it starts coming out in October. Not a great list, but there's some interesting anime coming out. It's a lot of sequels, though, this time around, and we're not going to cover sequels too many. Unless it's something like I figure with Golden Kamuy, where people don't really talk about it, so. So yeah, I mean, it's the concept of lesser looks to look at the smaller series, and we did that last earlier in the year. We did a couple series. We did some of the really weird ass series, and some really interesting series. I stand by one of the series or one of the YouTube videos we filmed that never got to air or never got to get released publicly. is my review of Slow Loop. I don't want to negate the review of that one by coming and redoing it. Slow Loop is an interesting sports anime. It's a moe series with fishing. It's a moe series about fishing, but it has a lot of good dramatic elements that really tug at the heartstrings from the episode 1. That series was just so beautiful that I was loving it right away. We also gave a Police in a Pod a great review. That came out. Strongest Disciple, Wiko's Crest, we did not like. And we also did one of the female isekai, male to female isekais of the past, or of the spring season. She was the wise man's pupil, and that was crap. That was probably, while I gave Strongest Man with the Weakest Crest a really hard time because of how crappy it was, but it was done by JD Staff, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? I almost didn't want to give Wise Man as harsh of a review, but we had to because they wanted to copyright claim everything we were doing on it. So I ended up doing a live one of that, and we bitched out Japan's marketing for the fact that we couldn't even show a picture in the series without getting a copyright claim. And it's like, seriously? We're reviewing your show, and I was trying to be fair, but you're gonna give me that kind of crap. I'm like, fine, I'm not gonna give you a good rating. I'm gonna give you a crappy rating. And that's what we did. We gave them an absolute shit rating. A flaming turd, or a big old turd rating. So, I mean, the animation in that series was just horrid. And I mean horrid. What made Strongest Man and the Weakest Crest worse, in my opinion, like I said, it was JC Staff. So a studio that brought us some amazing animation in the past, bringing such crap isekai seems to be the trend nowadays. Pretty much. The next item, Reincarnated Slime and Another World with a smartphone. Yeah, exactly. Some of the isekai we've been seeing has just been crap. When we did our go-through list last week, I did not see too many that I know of isekai, and I'm worried about some isekai, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, maybe we'll get a good one, but at the same time, I really don't want to watch any more isekai. I'm trudging myself in normal viewing to get through the coworkers, the one that turned into a girl coworker. I kind of enjoy that a little bit more because it's a little bit more humorous. It was weird that we got 2 gender-bending isekais in the same season. Let's put it that way. Very weird that we got 2 of them at the same time. But I'm watching that, and I'm watching Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2, which I'm surprised not more people are talking about, but at the same time, I'm not, because I'm like, okay, it's pretty substandard. And yeah, it's kind of isekai, but it's like reverse isekai. And at least Devil is a Part-Timer has humor in it. I really do not like her leg. Her leg sucks. Alright, I need to redraw her leg. Because that is a fat-ass leg. That is some thick leg in one and thin leg in the other. Alright, that's probably a bit better. We'll do knee bend there. And go to the foot here. Better than the freaking fat, short, stubby freaking foot that we were getting. Or leg that we were getting. I saw somebody's doing a... And I tried to watch it. I saw somebody was trying to do an abridged version of Guardians, High Guardian Spice. And it's like, why? Why? The show was crap from the get-go. Why are you bothering with an abridged? And it's not even a really good abridged. I hate to diss the guy that's doing it, but it's like, okay, yeah, kind of funny. But, I mean, at least you could, you know, get somebody else in there to do some of the voices, because you're not... You can tell they're doing all the voices for the abridged, and the abridged is like, meh. But then the show was meh, was horrible. So, I mean, I don't know what to say, you know? On that end. But yeah, I mean, there's some good anime to watch and some bad anime to watch. I'm sure this season... I mean, we already call out, we're not going to do Chainsaw Man, because that's going to be the one everybody wants to talk about already in the upcoming season, so I'm not going to do it, because that goes against the concept of lesser look. Everybody's expecting Chainsaw Man to be amazing, which they're not wrong. The first part of the manga is actually really good, so I've not read enough of it to really care too much, but the parts that I've read when I had the chance to read, I admit, are good. So, Chainsaw Man, yeah, I think it'll do good. Will it be the new My Hero for the shows? I don't know. My Hero Academia is coming out with a new season. I don't know why. At this point, I'm really struggling on this leg. I really am. Let me fade this crap out here and see if I can help me see it a little bit better. If it was a crap guy who was trying to abridge it, maybe it was trying to be something witty, entertainment, and their SEO bridge. SEO bridge is good. I mean, Team 4 Star is also pretty good with their bridge series that they've done. And they've been doing commentary on their Dragon Ball abridged, because I think it's like over 10 years now. It's like the 10th or 15th anniversary of their abridged series of Dragon Ball that they did. So they're kind of doing color commentary on the series. And so yeah, I've rewatched that. And of course we've got, like I said before, we're going to be doing with our anime review group. In October we're going to be doing Hellsing Unlimited. And Team 4 Star did an amazing job with Hellsing Abridged. If you haven't watched that. Absolutely hilarious series. But yeah, I mean, everybody who wants to do a bridge series, you can do it. I mean, nothing's stopping you to do an abridged series, but try to get more than yourself to do the abridged. Try to get a female, or at least someone who can do a good female voice, because it's really annoying when you have every character be like, "I'm a female." And yeah, and if that's every character in your show, it's like, I can't watch more of this. One that I know would be big, but then just vanished. Maggie, Maggie or Magi, however you want to say it. I guess it would be Magi. Yeah, it was good. I don't know if it would be lesser look notable. Because I do feel people watched it. And it was a Netflix release at one point. I do remember that because that's how I watched it. I am really gonna hate doing all these feet. I really am. I don't have a problem with feet too often, but for today, I'm having some problems drawing feet. And there are 3 different types of shoes, so. And I need to work on my 3rd character, but I need to finish the second one's hair. So we're starting to run low on time here. Maggie was a good series, I agree. Magi. It had the story element down pretty well for a point. I did get a little bit lost when they stopped being about the dungeons for a while and went to Sinbad. And then they went to Sinbad, and then you went off on the offshoot story of Sinbad with the Sinbad story and or anime, and I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to tell Alibaba, but at the same time, I kind of feel like they didn't do it as well. It was an okay series. Well, I mean, it's more than okay. It's a pretty good series. But, I mean, I don't know if it'd be a lesser look, because we don't... It has to be something that really I haven't seen people talk about at all. And, I mean, if I did that, I'd be like, oh, let me do Log Horizon. It'd be like, oh, well, Log Horizon had an abridged show. But very few people talked about Log Horizon. It was the isekai that, in my opinion, was probably the most accurate to RPG world isekais. To where how people would act is basically off of their gaming personas, and they'd be like, oh, well, death has no purpose here, so we're just going to keep killing ourselves. It's like, well, no, something has to give. So, I think that's supposed to be her arm. I believe she's got her arm up. Yeah, I didn't draw it well enough. That's supposed to be her arm. Having real strong, cringing moments on the look of this drawing. Because I don't know if it's coming out as well as I want it to be. But, no stopping now. We just keep going. Keep going forward. I mean, some of the other series, I mean, I try to do something with the choices. I try to give variety of genre. Although I think for the early part of October, on top of the series that we've got listed, for now, I'm gonna probably do one or two horror anime that people haven't liked or haven't really watched. I think I'll do Mermaid Scar in 1 week. Because it's the anime that I think that most Takahashi fans forget about, that she did. And it's a horror. It's perfect for October. God, she's got her freaking hair. I hate her hair. Freaking. Mind you, I kind of made fun of this hair with a character in Demon Blade. This swirly haired, curly haired, pigtail nonsense. I have the female-esque rival with the same hair in Demon Blade. August has this hairstyle, and I really hate drawing this hairstyle because it's a lot of segments, and it either looks good or it doesn't. And so for August, I kind of made fun of it, but at the same time, because she's got black hair, I just don't have to do much with it. But this is a blonde-haired one, so... Just because I hate it doesn't mean it's not something to be used to, so... You know? Always try and put a challenge in your work. I mean, kind of the reason why I give new outfits in each Demon Blade for the main characters is because I don't like the idea of characters wearing generic outfits from each episode to episode. Be like, I know Hanna-Barbera kind of made fun of it a lot. Sometimes you'd see other things, but you'd see a character open up their closet and it's all the same outfit. So it'd be like, yeah, the character wears nothing but that, because that's all they ever wear. And especially with an anime, manga, comic series, it's really a lazy thing to do. I mean, it really is. To just be like, oh, well, my character wears this outfit and only this outfit. Now, it's one thing for a superhero costume, where it's, you know, kind of the identity of the hero, but, I mean, if your hero's not in their costume, what are they wearing? You know, try something new. Try something that looks unusual. Try something that looks unique. So, I mean, this may look like it may be a little bit of a pain to do her hair, but at least it'll give it a unique pattern and look to her character. So, mean, school uniform is expected in some settings. It is. But at the same time, how does that character look in that school uniform? How does that character wear their school uniform? Because, I mean, it's important to note when you're drawing characters that each character is going to have their own personality. Maybe they skip buttons, maybe they wear the coat open, maybe they don't wear it cleanly, they're messy with their outfit, maybe they have an accessory, something like that. Because you want your main characters to stand out, but you also want them to look a little bit different. And I mean, I'll use Persona 5 as an example here. All the characters from the same school have to wear the same outfits, but each character has a different look with those outfits. The main character is very prim and proper. He hides his face with the glasses, whereas Ryuji has never wears his uniform without showing his t-shirt underneath. He doesn't wear it cleanly. And always wears a sweater around her belt line. And Motoko wears hers prim and proper. But then there's like the side characters and whatnot. So you gotta give them a little bit personality in their look. With both how they dress and what they wear. Now, I mean, given the choices we've got today, because I'm not the one really choosing the outfits. The requestee was the one to request these outfits. I probably wouldn't do purple. I would keep the red tone, but purple's okay with this character. The one that stands out is going to be Sakura. Sakura is more red and white, and occasional blue. We're giving her bright neon green and bright pink. And it doesn't really fit her character. I can't say much for Jinyu, because I don't know her. I've not played 5, and I've not heard her backstory. So I can't vouch for her, but at least with Corinne and Sakura, I can be like, from what I know of their characters, these outfits may or may not work entirely for them. Looks like I was trying to do the arm on the round bottom, actually. I'm going to do that. So yeah, it looks like the arm is supposed to go down and over, so we'll do that. Dadgummit. Freaking arm. Still screwing it up. Alright. Haven't even gotten to her leg. We've still not even got... Normally this time we're already starting coloring the characters, and we're way behind because we've got 3 characters with each unique looks this time. Trying to give her a little bit of belly showing, because she does show belly in her normal outfit. Just a hint. You can just see it. And since Sakura's is a dress, I definitely want to make this one look more like she's wearing casual shorts. Maybe I'll even do the shorts a little bit up. And she's got her hand in the pocket or something like that. Let's do that. But yeah, I mean, try to be unique with your character design, that you're drawing out a character, designing in with a character. think of unique looks. Think of unique styles that you want for them. I couldn't see if this was cutoffs or if they were folds. So let's see, are they cutoffs? It's a fold. I'm gonna make them cutoffs. I want to give some texture to her. So we're gonna make them cutoff. Sort of the Monkey D. Luffy cutoff shorts. Although Monkey D. Luffy's will be much longer. He has more pants that he cuts off at the ankle. Kinda. Well, at the knee. And these are more higher shorts. But to give it a little bit of texture. Because, I mean, we're not going to like I said, we're not going to really have much time to do a background this week. With all three of these girls, we kind of want to make them look unique, look eye-catching. But we need to make the outfits stand out, since it is part of the request. The outfits need to stand out. That line doesn't work. We're gonna do... that one doesn't work. Hold on, move it. Okay, let's do a little bit of here. Nope, too much. Dang it. Dang it, come on. Belt loops. Belt loop. Just a hint of a pocket there. Belt loop. Okay. Let's see here. But yeah, I mean, there are ways to bring personality. I mean, you can do hair, but then you want to be careful with hair. You don't want to go full Yu-Gi-Oh! With the hair. It's not a bad... To say it's a bad thing, it's not really, but it's not interesting at the same time. It's you're making really weird hair-looking people. That it's become a meme unto itself with a character design. You can do unique hair, but you can still do... I mean, you gotta think of the character in a whole physically, and then a character in a whole emotionally, mentally, when drawing them. So, I mean, if I were to draw Mai, she's gonna be different person. And Demon Blaze Mai. She's gonna be cool, calm, and collected in her look, but she's actually got a freaking attitude. Whereas Tetsu's usually wears more feminine outfits. Even though Tetsu's more wizen and level-headed, she will tend to wear more almost scantily outfits at times. I don't want to say, exposed outfits, but then she is the only one that's really been regularly drawn in the nude. In her female form, that is. The male form I've not drawn in the nude. Ugh. Good. You hear me burping, it's literally my dinner of a chicken sandwich is coming back up. Ugh. Still not eating quite well. Still not. In fact, I got called out on it by the other day. By one of my doctors, and they're like, you need to be eating appropriately. I'm like, I'm eating what I can stomach. Alright, she's supposed to be wearing Converse-like shoes. I think I need to redo the toe. They need to be more along the lines of that. Kind of like that, but they're a little too dramatic. There we go. No more right here, I guess. This is probably not going to be one of my favorite Dining and Doodle drawings. I will say that. And I'm kind of amazed how excited people became for... Last week we did the double drawings. We did the how I Trained Your Dragon, or How You Train Your Dragon one. I was surprised how much that exploded on DeviantArt. And also exploded our YouTube a bit, views after it went up. It was a hit, and I don't know why that one was a hit, but the Chi-Chi one was hated as much, or wasn't loved as much. I was like, what the hell? I thought Dragon Ball Z would be more popular than the How You Train Your Dragon, but I guess not. Maybe it's just the audience, I guess. Maybe that's what I just am not getting. Alright, let's see here. We need to do her sleeve here. I know I'm supposed to draw a watch. I'm going to have to put it on the wrist here. Right at the pocket. So, let's do... And I don't wear watches. I can say that. I'd like to say who does, but there are people that do. And there are people that love their watches to the point that they buy expensive watches. And these days, I don't understand that. I really don't. I have a phone. Why do I need a watch, you know? I mean, I guess people buy the smart watches so that they don't need to grab their phone and they can have their heart rate medicine monitored and all that stuff. And just doesn't appeal to me, you know? Even though I need to keep my heart rate monitored. Doesn't appeal to me. But the watches in this picture look like the cheap watches, in my opinion. That does not look like an expensive watch. I did not do the belt. Are they supposed to be thigh highs? Okay, they're thigh highs. So, we're gonna do tights to here. And I'll do tight here. This one's the one that I need to really see the... It's like socks and boots. That's disturbing. I mean, school uniform is... Okay, that's where we've been with the last statements to read off of. I'm gonna make it a boot. I know it's not exact, but I'd much rather have a unique look for a boot than repeat something that we've already done, even though I hate the freaking look of the sandal. Or of the heel, but we'll go with what we got. I need to do her bow. That's what I'm missing. Okay. Okay, let's start working on the color characters with their colors, schemes. Let's start with the colors of the items. That way I can get rid of the thing here. This is I mean, we did something similar to this before with Pokemon. One before, where we did a Dining and Doodles where we had to do, I think it was Dawn. And we did Dawn in several different... It's like a multicolored outfit that was, we talked about, you know, what looks good and what doesn't. At least this person's got... The person putting in this request is thinking through, you know... You don't want reds with... Or you want to go with a cool outfit. I mean, cool... and color tone outfit. You kind of want something that matches. You don't want multiple reds. You don't want, you know, greens mixed in there with her. You want something that's kind of unique, but at the same time stands out on its own. Sakura... You've got this ugly green stuff and pink stuff to deal with. I gotta do a watch on you, too. God dang. And these bright-ass pink tights. I do not like... Do not like that color on her. Because I feel her red and blue traditional outfit, and then her red and black, which I'll pull up here, it's the one I'm using as a reference for her, are probably better for her than pretty much going with green on Sakura. Bright green freaking heels. Ugh. And see, then we have this outfit, which is literally just another character's outfit. and red. And white. And she kind of looks like freaking Christmas Santa Claus, you know? Freaking hell. Alright, white on the... well, that's off-white. Do you kinda... I do kinda wish I could upgrade my Apple Watch. It's, an older model that can't go in water. I mean, I have the 11, which you can technically put a phone in water, that you can put the phone in water. I have never been one to test that, nor do I want to test that. I know that Apple says it can. I'm just gonna go with Apple saying yes, it can. I'm not gonna risk my phone, my $700 and some phone, or in that case, a multi-$100 watch, on sticking it in water. I get the concept. Yeah, you do want to be able to save it if, and you're in rain and it's not getting damaged or anything like that, but I really, really would not want to be one like, oh, I want to put it in water. No. I'll let the manufacturer do that, and they can waste the money. I'll keep my money. I don't like this bright yellow that she is. Because it just looks bad for that red. I know that was sort of stylistic for that version of Street Fighter, but damn, it looked horrible, in my opinion. Is it? Yeah, it's straight black, so we can just go straight black with her. Alright. There. And then we can add white in it as we go. Sorry if I just made a noise. Hitting my headphones into the microphone. Kinda. Running them close. Alright, let's get the white in her eyes made. From what I could see, not what I know, I'm just taking a guess. From what I could see, she's in the same outfit that Cammy is. Or one of those sort of uniforms. This character, June, or whatever. I often see her in the same outfit that Cammy is in. I'm guessing is somewhere in the Street Fighter universe Cammy started training other female soldiers in the same outfit, or maybe they're M. Bison's warriors or something. I don't know. I'm just giving a wild guess on this. She just has black eyes, so we're just gonna go black eyes, and then we'll put color into them, or we'll do highlights with it later. She's got black eyes. I don't know, because, I mean, Street Fighter lore is weird. It's weird. I know Cammy was originally supposed to be training in M. Bison's group, and she left the group, but I thought the uniform was supposed to be like a UK, uniform, but, in their version of, oh, hey, let's make it sexier concept. I'm getting I'm getting Peggy Bundy vibes from Sakura here with this outfit. I really am. Married with Children, for those who don't know. Old 90s sitcom that wouldn't fly today, but still holds up today, in my opinion. And this is very much an outfit Peggy would wear from that series. Probably made Sakura way smaller than she is, but she's pretty small in the series from what I recall. There's just something about this drawing of her that I don't like. And I'll mope about it towards the end. We'll figure something out with it. But I've liked Sakura since she's been in the games. She was my go-to character when she got introduced, and I've kind of been using her since when I played Street Fighters. Unfortunately, fighting games are not that great for streams because it's like, okay, we played it, done. That was $70 for, or worse in some cases, for a little play. So yeah. I'm sure there are some fighting game streams out there, and people probably, hey, if you're going to do tournament matches, sure, you could probably stream that and be really good, but I am by no means a tournament player. And while Smash would be a great game to put on stream once, I think that's about it for most people in the game, or would be wanting for the stream. It's not one of those games that you want to keep watching, because the story doesn't progress. You don't get more elements to it. It's just, ooh, here's the new fighter. Let's go fight most of the same people we fought last time. It's gotta be her legs. It's really killing me, but I mean, I'll have to figure something out as I go. She's got brown eyes. Makes me miss the cheap digital watches I used to wear and basically never removed. Pretty much. I mean, that's what these kind of looked like. That they're requesting is they're kind of requesting these cheap watches. That I've seen. I mean, the old. I don't even know what you would call them. I mean, they're like the $5 to $10 range watches that you got as a kid out of a gumball, or not even that, like the gumball machine watches that you used to get. I don't know if gumball machines are still a thing anymore now. I guess they still are. I mean, they're still at grocery stores, but I mean, we had one back at the last job I had at, but we took it away during COVID because we were like, we're not going to clean that thing. And, I don't think they ever put it back. I don't think they ever bothered putting it back, because it's like, we're not going to do that. It's like, well, the only people that use it is the employees most of the time. And occasionally you'd see a customer use them, but mostly the employees using it. And let's try and do something with these legs, because I don't like the way these legs are. I almost want to just erase them fully and redo them. And that's why I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Alright. There we go. Better. And then we can do like that, and then I can go like that with the dress. That's better. That looks better. Now, there's a big mark in the middle, but it at least look better when it gets done here, in my opinion. Okay. Okay. Let's do color there, there. Looks better. Much better. They don't look like these fat blobs anymore on her. We still gotta do the dark color on this one right here. I'm gonna do white, or off-white here. Let's do off-white here. Off-white here, because these are Converse-like shoes. I haven't done her color or her hair or her hair bow yet, so... Her skin color, that is. Let's do that. Her neck would be right about here. We'll do the hair, some more of the hair there. Okay. Let's see. Close up Corinne's ear. Ugh. I'm out of gum too. That's the worst part of these bad belches that you get. You know, you get foul taste out of. And the way my stomach's been, it's just been like everything that I'm gonna belch is gonna reek about 15 times worse than it was going in. Okay, we got a little opening there that we need to close. Dang it. I hit. Alright. Another opening there. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, now, I'm not going to use the CGI version. I'm going to go to the character drawn one, and her eyes are yellow. Orangish yellow, brownish yellow. And then we'll give her the light blue hair bow that she's noted for. For her character. Get the neck there. Then we're going to start working on a quick background. And we'll do some shading on the characters afterwards. I'm not going to bother with the damn watch that I need to do for Sakura that they wanted. Alright, let's get rid of our sketching. Let's get rid of our background character references. Okay. Well, and it's Street Fighter. It'd be important to do it on the street. When I mean quick background, let's see if we can do something with... You know what? We're gonna do a pre-gen background, is what we're gonna do. And that way I can work on the characters a little bit more. I don't like the way it looks there. There we go. Quick pre-gen background. And they're one of the backgrounds that are pre-established with the game. I didn't notice what you were streaming. Hey, Cheesiest, how's it going? We're doing art. We're doing art. It is our Dining and Doodles stream where we do requests by people. Today was to do characters from Street Fighter. In certain outfits. So, that's what we're doing. Call it cheap, call it quick. I mean, we did a quick background for a reason to just get it done on stream. Because we're almost to our ending mark. And I do want to get some shadows on these girls to make them look a little bit better. I know Sakura is supposed to be Japanese, but she reminds me of a girl that I knew was Thai. More so. Because she had this sort of dopey faced look that Sakura tends to have. The wide-eyed, dopey faced look. So let's see here. We're gonna do a little shadow on her hands. Since it's going over, we're gonna do shadow there. actually, hold on a second. We have a pre-established sun light source. Okay, it's coming this way. So our light source, if I draw this on a separate layer, our light source is coming in this way. So I need to make sure I note that on the shadows when I'm doing the shadows. So any light coming this way, I mean, there'll be shadows down here. So I mean, when I look at the green here on this dress, let's do a dark area for the green. So in this case, we'd have a little bit of shadow here, a little bit under the hand, but we get a little bit more on this side. So we have a slight bit here, but a lot more on the side. Okay. Oh wait, I freaking screwed that up. Undo. Okay. We're gonna do this real quickly. Merge layer. There we go. Instead of redoing all that. Alright, so let's get the yellow. Man, does not let me give you the game because the monetary difference between that exists in the countries. I'm ashamed. I kind of was wondering what was going on. Yeah, I guess it would be a difference in the prices from one game, from one setup to another. Because, yeah, I was like, I haven't seen it yet, and I haven't gotten a notification from Steam. But, yeah, I guess one country to the other is probably going to cause money issues to them. Let's do that. Come here. Oh, I've got a black line coming off of her leg. I don't know why I hit that. That I need to take care of. Alright. Let's see, we'll do a little bit of shadow here. And some going down there. And then I'll just do a little bit of a highlight right here. Ah, dadgum. That was open. Alright, let's do some. Technically, the character does do white in their hair to bring out highlights, so we're gonna do that. And we'll try and do around the braids. there. Bring out the hair a little bit more. We were going to do a highlight on her eye. And then we're going to do Karen real quick, because we're at 9:42, so we're almost to the end here. So I just want to get a shade darker. And we can actually so we're doing our shadows a little bit harsher. Gotta fix that purple, or that line in the purple right there. Alright. Do another shadow. Come on, go down. We're gonna make that look like an actual watch and not just some purple thing on her freaking wrist. Let's put a little bit of shade here. We'll do a lot of shade on the leg. So do there to, and there. Okay. Try to do the same real quick with her legging. Come on. I think pretty much that's going to be about as good we're going to get from her legs, given the shadows and the shades that we've been getting. We'll do a little bit of shading on her shirt. And I'm going to give her pupils, because I haven't done that yet with her. But let's get her shirt. And we got an opening somewhere. Okay, I see. And I see a spot that we need to take care of right here. We need to do the dress. It needs to have the black, or not the dark, underneath. Alright, just do her eye pupils, and I'm gonna redo her mouth real quick in black as well. Well, a little bit here. Do her pupils. Give her a little bit of a highlight. And actually her hair is supposed to be going back, so let's do some lines there. And we're going to add some realism to this. Let's see, I don't think there's anything on this layer. Nope. Okay, good. Alright, so we're going to add some realism to the girls. We're going to take... and just do a shadow underneath the girls. It kind of amorphs. And that's too wrong. Alright, let's just do a big fat one. Let's do it that way. Where's my pen tool? Alright. Alright. Fat shadow, we're gonna just fade it. And we'll probably, let's hit it with soft eraser just to give it a sense that it's soft light. So soft shadow, not a hard shadow. Okay. Maybe a little bit of light in here. And we're pretty much done, because, yeah, we're down the last 10 minutes. We need to do sponsors, we need to do shout-outs, and so that's what we're going to do. That's what we got. So, our request was to draw June Lin, or, what is it? June Lin, I'm trying to get this character's name right. Let me look it up again here. John Yu. We want to give a shout out. So we have John Yu in this red character outfit from another character I didn't recognize. We have Sakura, and then we have Grin, all from Street Fighter series, in these outfits that were requested. We did try to do them as quickly as we can. 3 characters is a bit of a stretch in our 2-hour time limit, but we got it done. We put it in, yeah, we had to cheat with a little bit of a pre-rendered background, pre-made background, but we got it together. We got it in our 2-hour limit, and we got our characters. Next week we're going to be doing another Pogo Ball, and then 2 weeks we're going to be doing a Pokemon request that people have been asking. So we have a couple of requests for Pokemon after a Pokeball one for next week that was put in through Instagram. So we have an Instagram request for Pokeball one. So we're going to get on to the sponsor. Where do you get all the requests for the videos? I get them from Dining and Doodles, or from DeviantArt, but right now, I mean, anyone who can do it on a social, but right now we're not taking any requests. We will be doing requests again, hopefully in late October, but for right now, because of life stuff, I am not going to be able to assign an official date on requests for the next few weeks, until I get things straight. It's simply on that end. We will be doing some sponsorships, though. As always, we have our wonderful sponsor, Built Bar, for Dining and Doodles. They help us out a lot of things. They are delicious candy bar, protein bar, whatever you want them to be. They are low calorie, low carb, low fat, low sugar, but absolutely delicious. They focus on flavor first, using dark chocolate and flavor, all kinds of flavors. As I said last week, the strawberries bars are back for a limited time, so go and get them, as they are with free flavor or with the flavors. If you are a sponsor, there's also a special message. Make sure you check your email box. They released a special message for sponsors only the last few days. So check them out. They are absolutely delicious. I eat them regularly. They are wonderful protein bars, wonderful candy bar replacements if you need a replacement for candy bar. Go to built.com and use the promo code EmbryArts. You get 10% off your entire order. That's not including any sales you get. So that's 10% on top of any sale items you buy. That is, once again, built.com, promo code EmbryArts, and get 10% off your entire order. I guarantee you won't miss, or you will not have a problem with what they produce, because they are absolutely delicious product. And yeah, wonderful sponsor of Dining and Doodles. Back over to the draw. So I'm going to do my shout outs here of the people who've chatted in today. So I'm going to start with Twitch as always, because I could see it first. We've got Annabelle Fleetwood, not Amber Fleetwood, as I was saying earlier, but Annabelle Fleetwood dropping in and chatting today. We had Damien Angry Birds also dropping in on chat on Twitch to say hi and ask a few questions. We had Cypher join in today and Cheesy Guru join in with chat on YouTube. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us get found in the algorithm. Follow us on Twitch if you're on Twitch. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Cost you nothing there. If you're on Twitch now, I think you can even subscribe. I could be wrong, but I think we've hit our goal for subscribers. But I will have to say maybe, maybe not. You might not be able to yet. But we'll be able to do that. We will be back, of course, next Saturday with another request. Like I said, I've got a Pogo Ball request. One that is going to be for next week that came through Instagram. And when we reopen, you can contact us through any method. You can comment on the stream. You can you can comment on the videos. You can comment on any of our social medias, which are all at EmbryArt, pretty much, or EmbryArts. You can reach us that way, and we will be able to get your message. And of course, on DeviantArt, which is our EmbryArts on DeviantArt, we have over almost 250,000 subscribers on there. A lot of subscribers. We're becoming one of the bigger ones on DeviantArt. We do also have our Patreon, which is Patreon.com/Demon Blade, where we do our Demon Blade comic each week, and we also do Patreon comics each week. I'm going to try not to disrupt the Patreon comics with any issues, but we may still have to. Because they are paying customers, we'll do that. But yeah, the bet is out this week. We were going to have the next page of the Dolls Master as well, hopefully coming out this weekend when I get it done. And more pages of Demon Blade. In fact, I can show the next page without the words. Is currently right here. I'm currently working on the upper and final panel there. So, I mean, there are details. I'm having to go into a lot of details in the next page. After this, I've got to try and draw an area of Japan that is not really seen. So, yeah, Cheesy Guru, thank you for being such nice people. No problem. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the evening. As always, have a wonderful evening, a